get one thing out of the way. Auditions suck. You work so hard on them. You prepare and you try, and then you don't get a call back. Or if you do, you may or may not get even a part in the show. So then you're just left to like come up with like all these conspiracies about what the hell went wrong, and some of them actually may even be true, but you're just not gonna know because you're not behind the desk. And I have. Hi guys, TisNessie here, and today I compiled 10 things that you should never do for an audition. Some of these things actually may even seem obvious, and I probably left out some things, but these are just some of the basic things that I find that people tend to forget when they're auditioning for something. This is not just a video that's just about musicals. I know, like, I have a Hamilton shirt on. These are also things that people even in plays need to remember. I actually have been behind the desk for plays, so I'm a little bit more experienced in that range. I may be a bit more specific for musicals just because I'm a little bit more experienced with the audition process in front of the desk, but I will mention some things from behind the desk too. You'd be surprised what people will actually forget to do or have never been taught. It's so easy to just think about the things that you need to do that you forget about the things that you shouldn't do, so hence why this is about things you should not do. And some of these I've actually done myself, so even I'm not perfect. 1. Don't sign up late. YOLO, right? I have done this before, and it's not good. If you sign up for an audition too late, what ends up happening is that you're not prepared. You can't do your research as to what show this is. You can't pick your songs. You can't have your voice prepared for this audition. On top of that, you probably won't even be memorized for the songs, or maybe you will for the songs or the monologues, and then you're gonna have to bring in a piece of paper with you. And it's just so much better if you just show up to an audition where you have everything memorized, because that's what they actually want. It just makes you look a lot more professional when you are well prepared, and that is impossible if you come to an audition where you signed up literally the night before or the day of. I say that you should keep an eye on audition postings so that you can sign up the moment that they actually put them out. It's just not worth it to just go in on a semi-prepared audition and not only waste their time but also your own in preparing yourself for this audition that you were clearly not prepared for. Number 2, do your research. Hi!
Hi. And what role will you be auditioning for today?
Oh shit, I didn't do any research. Okay, I'll just bullshit my way through. I love all the characters.
That's great. That's really great. We love that. Who's your favorite?
Oh, well that backfired. Okay, there's a name of the title. Let's just go with that. The title role. Mia. Mia? Yeah, you know, the mom. Mamma Mia? You want to hear my Italian accent? No.
Please? It's okay.
This is such an obvious thing to do. You really don't want to be doing a very serious monologue when the show's a comedy. You don't want to sing a song from Avenue Q when you're doing Beauty and the Beast. You already know what the show is, or do your research and find out what roles you think that you'd be good for. And just don't just pick the lead role either. A lot of people just go straight for the lead role, and I'm guilty of that too, but there are so many other roles that are just as good, that are great. I've never played the lead before, but I have played so many side characters, and I can't tell you how many times I've gotten people say like, you were my favorite character. For musicals, it's also great to listen to some of the songs too, because you might want to pick a song that is very similar to another song that someone sings in the show. Look up the composer's other works, because maybe they're very similar to other stuff, but nothing too common and nothing too out of your range. Which brings us to number 3. Don't pick something out of your range, and don't pick something too popular.
Silently the senses abandon their defenses.
Do you remain staring at the rain, maddened by the storm? Run! run away. Run and find something better. Go and ride the sun away! I could probably do a complete other video on how to pick your audition song, but I'm just gonna give you guys the gist here. If you guys want that video, comment down below. But some of the basic things that you should probably keep in mind: you should never ever pick a song or a monologue from said show unless they say otherwise, which has only ever happened to me once. You should definitely pick a song that you like, and you should definitely pick a song that you definitely know very, very well, but don't pick something that's too popular either. I love Burn from Hamilton, but I'm probably never gonna do that for an audition because it's incredibly popular and every other girl's gonna be singing it. When you go up there and sing like Defying Gravity or Popular, Dear Evan Hansen, or To Be or Not to Be, Oh Romeo, Wherefore Art Thou Romeo, your audition is just gonna blend with the 20 other auditions that people have done, and you're just not gonna stand out at all. And also, again, don't pick something out of your range either. If you sing Somewhere That's Green from Little Shop of Horrors really, really well, great, do that song versus I'd Rather Be Me from Mean Girls, and you can't hit those notes. Why would you pick a song that you can't do that well but you really, really like versus picking a song that you can sing really, really well? You're just not showcasing your talent well enough for a panel of judges that are supposed to judge you on said song or monologue, whatever. 4, don't drink alcohol before an audition.
Hello,
Stop screaming at me. Now, not just alcohol, but you should also definitely not drink dairy, eat nuts, eat popcorn, drink caffeine. There's a lot of things that you should not do before an audition, and not just the night before. You should never do it a few days before either. You're instructed not to do this before a show, so why should you do this before an audition? You're trying to prepare yourself for a performance, so why would you not want to show these people the best that you can be just for a night of partying the night before? You're gonna get a lot more phlegm from dairy, and then you're just gonna be coughing everywhere. Alcohol destroys your vocal cords, so you're just not gonna be singing in the best way. So, you know, just drink a lot of water. Just water is your best friend. Look at some lists of things that you should not drink or eat before an audition, and you're gonna be fine. Number 5, don't be late.
Placeholder. Placeholder.
Hi, sorry I'm late. That's me.
Are you ready?
Yes I am.
Are you sure you don't need any time to warm up, or?
Actually, yeah. I do. I think I need like a minute or 5. I have a cold coming on.
You signed for 6:05, and you still need to fill out your information sheet.
Oh, well, I guess I'll need more time then. Thank you so much. You guys, this one is so obvious. It's not even funny. That skit that happened, that actually happened at my most recent audition. But it just looked a lot more professional when you show up early. The time that you write down your slot for, that's not the time you show up. That's the time when you walk into the audition room. And it's just way better if you show up at least a half hour before. On time is late. Late is very, very late, and early is on time. This is literally the first impression that these people are gonna have of you. If you show up late for your audition, what does that say about your work ethic when they're working with you in a show? They're taking time out of their day to see you. You're also depriving yourself. You need time to warm up. You need time to do paperwork. You need time to like unpsych yourself out. You need time before an audition. That time before you go before a panel of judges where they judge you, it's important. Keep in mind, this is a job interview. Auditions are job interviews. A lot of people don't think about that as the same thing, but it is. You're going in, you're applying for a job, you're going for the interview, and then they tell you whether or not you got it or not. Whether you're getting paid or not, it's still a job. Show up on time, or early, actually. Number 6, don't warm up full voice. Wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, and be but sworn my love, and I will no longer be a Capulet. Although I did tell you guys that it is best that you guys warm up your voices and whatnot before an audition, you don't want to do it full voice in front of everyone else. Maybe take another 30 minutes and warm up your voice at home or in the car, going in an area where all the other people are also auditioning, and then just do it full out. Because yes, you do need to do your voice full out, but there's a time and a place for everything. All these people are just as nervous as you. They're applying for the exact same job and the exact same things as you. So don't pretend that like your vocal cords are just a little more important than everyone else's. Plus, it can really affect others' self-esteem by a lot. And if someone who's on the panel is watching you, that door person is watching you. And that just shows the kind of person that you are, which is not a nice one. Those of you guys that were in plays, you should still be warming up. Like, don't just run your monologue a million times. Like, you guys should still be warming up, because your voice is your instrument. Whether you're singing with it, you're saying a monologue with it, it is still an instrument. You should still definitely take care of it. Here's a mother personal tidbit. This is just me. I mean, I think other people probably don't mind this, but don't ask other people in the room for like help. Am I hitting that note right? Can you help me with my memorization? Now, I don't mind if you're like quickly asking for someone for a pen. Keep in mind, these people have things going on too. They're not going to take their time just to help you raise your spirits up. I've had way too many people come up to me and asking for that, which it's fine for like small talk or something like that, but I don't like when people ask me specifically for memorizing lines and stuff like that. And I'm like, that's not my job. That's yours. It's your fault you're not prepared. Be considerate of other people in the room. And that brings me to my next point. Number 7. Don't be mean or rude to the person who's running the auditions or to the people who you are auditioning with.
Hi there.
Hey.
Are you here for the auditions?
Yep.
Okay, so what time are you supposed to start?
6:05.
Okay then. We are running a little bit behind, so if you can take a seat with the others, then we'll give you a call in a little bit.
Thanks.
My life. There's so many questions.
Oh, Les Mis, you refreshing your memory?
Yeah, just in case. I'm pretty nervous.
Oh, I remember my first audition. Well, good luck.
Isn't it break a leg? Yeah, I know.
Believe it or not, some casting is actually made just on your attitude. Sometimes it has nothing to do with your talent. Sometimes it has to do with the way that you present yourself in the room. I actually ran an audition once, and one of the reasons why we decided not to cast someone was because when they walked in, they were on their phone. It just shows that they just didn't want to be there. On top of that, you just never know. The person that you're being mean to, the person who's running the auditions, they could be your next director, and they will remember you when you walk into your audition and you're doing great, but they're gonna remember that you were mean to them from the last audition or 5 auditions ago, and they're just not gonna cast you. Talent gets you through the door, but personality actually keeps you in the room. So please don't forget that. That is a very important lesson. I know I just made that point beforehand, but just make sure that you are being pleasant and you're being nice to people, but also have some respect for yourself as well. If someone does actually come up to you asking you for memorization, just say like, you know, I'm sorry, I'm really busy, I'm going up soon. Number 8, don't show up in costume.
Welcome.
Dress appropriately. This is a job interview. You would not show up to a job interview dressed as Frankenfurter. Wear something neutral, like all blacks. Don't wear something that has a lot of lettering on it. When you show up in all plain stuff, that's fine. That you give them a canvas to work with, and that's great. But don't show up in costume and do all the imagination for them. Their job is to look at you and think about what the possibilities are. But if you're just showing them one character, you're completely throwing out your other options out the window. And you might actually enjoy playing other characters. Like I said, don't disregard other characters. I say that it's fine with wearing colors. I actually showed up to an audition for Into the Woods years ago before I even did the show, and I dressed in red because I really wanted to play Little Red Riding Hood, and that was actually the only role I could audition for at that age. And I mean, I didn't get the part, but I was the youngest person there against a lot of younger kids who were auditioning for that role, so that might have worked. On top of that, words can be distracting. So they might be just trying to figure out what your shirt says when they should be actually paying attention to what your audition is. Number 9, don't apologize. I believe, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. Please, continue.
Okay. That God has a plan for all of us, I believe. I'm so sorry. I have
It's
a cold
okay.
and
Please, just don't apologize.
okay.
Take a deep breath.
Okay.
Keep going.
That plan involves me getting my own planet, and I believe.
Just finish the verse.
I'm so
Just
sorry.
Stop apologizing.
Finish the verse.
Okay. I am a Mormon, and a Mormon just. I'm sorry, I forgot the next thing.
Believes. It's believes. As in, please be leaving.
This one is not very obvious. A lot of people don't even think about this one when they audition. Such a common thing, and I'm guilty of this at times, and I just kick myself in the face every time I apologize during an audition. You apologizing during an audition just shows how unconfident you are. It is not their job as a panel of judges to bring you back up. I mean, it's nice, but it's not their job to do that. If you're just gonna apologize for every single wrong note and for every little thing, that just shows that you're not prepared. Believe it or not, the people behind the desk are actually rooting for you. They want you to be the person that they're looking for. They want you to succeed. If you mess up, you hit a wrong note or something, you're only human. They get it. They see it all the time. So there's really no need to apologize because you really haven't done anything wrong. If you literally just keep singing without apologizing, that just shows that you're willing to just move past a mistake, and that is a very valuable thing. You should definitely apologize though if like you broke their foot or something. That you should definitely apologize for. Number 10, don't psych yourself out and don't be overconfident. How does a bastard, orphan, son of a whore and a brainiac, dropped in the middle of a full rotten high school in Ohio full of bullying and yelling at each other, become the center of a mass slaughter? The 3 daughters ran the high school.
Should we stop her?
Father can't go much farther
No,
than that.
no,
They
she
will
has
work
great
harder,
diction.
So they get a girl smarter than them to forge their pardons to
This is Phantom of the Opera.
and a fake love letter to torture Martha.
Are you not
Then
entertained?
one day a man in a trench coat got up just to say that the smart one should just leave them and keep her head up. Inside
Yes.
when a
Yes, I am.
This one's a little bit less self-explanatory, but it's still a thing. Anxiety is very normal. If you are prepared, then this should not be a problem for you. If you're prepared, then you're definitely gonna be a lot less anxious. Also, being confident is great. It's great. They love seeing someone who's so confident, grounded, and great in their own skin. But you shouldn't be so overly confident that you're gonna get the role that you basically completely lack, well, the past 9 points. Being nervous and anxiety is a really big issue for you. Just make sure that you're prepared, because if you're prepared, that will definitely show something. If you don't do all the things that I told you not to do, then you're gonna be fine. If not, well, you know what? You're only human. There's always another audition. There's always more auditions coming. Just remember that your time with them is very precious. Which actually brings me to my last point. I know I said there were 10 points, but I'm just gonna give you guys an 11th point that's actually helpful. That's something that you actually should do. So number 11, ask questions. One of the main things that is just so difficult after you're done an audition is not knowing whether or not you've got cast and not knowing when you're gonna know if you got cast. The cure for this, you guys, is to ask questions. ask them when you're gonna be hearing from them, because if you do, it's just gonna help you so much if you ask them for a specific date, a specific time, something of that kind. Usually, if you ask them, they will tell you, at least in my experience. That way you're just gonna have like an easy breezy post-audition day, week, month, whatever it is. If you just know, if you ask, they will tell you. Those are the 10 things that you should not do for an audition, with that special tidbit in the end. I'd like to thank my friends Sumer Seth, Abigail Bloomfield, as well as my fiance, Brooke Hill, for being in this video. All their links I will put in the description down below. They are really great people to work with, and we had a really fun time filming. So if you guys want to see more videos just like this one, put it in the comments down below, and make sure that you guys subscribe for more videos. Share this video with your fellow theater friends, or you know, keep this video, I guess, for if you ever want just a reminder, because sometimes these things are so easy to forget, and just sometimes watching a video will actually help you get into the mental state that you actually need to prepare for you to get that part that you want. Also, make sure that you guys keep an eye on my community tab. So I have like voting and stuff for like the next videos, or like ideas for videos for you guys, and if you guys want to know what I'm up to, I usually post on there, and I just give you guys updates on videos and polls and stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. Please join us, become an official sparkler. And please talk to me, you guys. Interact with me. I love talking to you guys. I'm very lonely. I'll talk to you guys later. Keep calm and sparkle on.